I'm gonna let you know how to make some money on Tuesday night in college basketball with one of the biggest spotlight games on the board. There's been some early sharp money. I agree with that move. I'm going to tell you where it is and how you can play it as well and make money tonight on Tuesday in college hoops. That information coming up free for you in just a moment. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, part of WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down college basketball for Tuesday night. We're going to talk about the Indiana-Michigan game at 9 o'clock Eastern tonight on Tuesday. And we've seen some early sharp money coming on both overnight. Michigan opened as low as 4.5. Now they're up to -7 across the board. Total has also dropped as well, 148 down to 145 across the board as I check the Wager Talk live odds screen on Tuesday. And it's not a surprise because Indiana does prefer a more up-tempo pace, whereas Michigan, more of a slow-down half-court team. So Michigan in the under is probably somewhat correlated in this game, but I want to focus on the side in this matchup, and I agree with that money move on Michigan. I think there's still value with the Wolverines at -7 tonight at 9 Eastern when this tips off on Tuesday evening for a couple reasons. First of all, Indiana's been a play-on team throughout the season. They're 6-1 straight up, but they were not necessarily a great spread team. They were winning those early games, but not by margin. In fact, first four wins of the season, they did not cover a single one, and overall, they're just 2-4 against the spread with one push, despite going 6-1 straight up. Now, their last two wins and covers have come against Harvard and Maryland, and if you recall last week, I actually mentioned that I thought Indiana on Friday was worth a look against Maryland. I mentioned that for you free as my best bet on the college basketball tip-off show here on Wager Talk TV last Friday. They won the game by 12 as a 2.5-point home favorite, so that didn't surprise me. But now the situation is not good for Indiana, and they're taken to the road. This is their first true road game in a hostile environment all season. That is not a good setup after 7 games at home and on neutral courts. And then on top of that, they're facing a Michigan team rather that's better offensively. They're more efficient offensively, and as I mentioned, they slow things down. That's got to bother an Indiana team that, in my opinion, would rather play at a faster up-tempo pace. Not in handicapping, but it's interesting to talk about. And it can sometimes point to overrated or underrated teams, and that's the luck factor. Teams that have won more games than they should. Now, this is more of a straight-up win indicator, but it once again shows that Indiana's probably a little overrated with their 6-1 straight-up start, and that spread record at just 2-4-1, I think, indicates that as well. And if you look at 362 Division I basketball teams this season, Indiana so far has been the 9th luckiest team out of 362. Meanwhile, Michigan only 329th out of 362. So the exact opposite extremes of the spectrum here. Michigan is better than their 4-4 record, whereas Indiana is not as good as their 6-1 record. And I wouldn't be surprised maybe to see Indiana as a bit of a public dog in this game. I don't do a lot with the consensus data early in the college basketball season, but once again, this line's going to look high to a lot of people, yet the sharp money pushed it a basket higher for a good reason, and that's because Michigan is worth a look here in this game tonight. One concern is the free throw shooting, but Michigan, once again, has been a little unfortunate from the free throw line as well. Their opponents have shot 72%, yet average only 69 in all other games. So that's another reason they've been a little more unlucky than the overall record indicates. I think this is the breakout game for the Wolverines tonight in the Big Ten tournament, the Big Ten conference here. This is their Big Ten opener, by the way. Keep in mind that Maryland game was Indiana's last Friday. It was a focus spot. They got the double-digit home win. Could be a little bit of a flat spot here on the road tonight in Ann Arbor. Once again, take a look at the Michigan Wolverines -7. The sharp money pushed that line higher on Tuesday morning, and I agree with that move. Hey, if you'd like to get my personal best bets, now's a great time on a fantastic all-sports run at wagertalk.com. In fact, college basketball was #1 a couple years ago, off to a great start this season in college hoops. Won again last night with Purdue on over an 80% all sports run. In fact, on a 16-5 recent run the last couple weeks in all sports. NBA ranked #1 this entire calendar year, up over 128 units of profit. And NFL and college football sides are ranked #1 the last 2 years combined. And NFL win percentage #1 the last 3 months. We had another huge weekend in the NFL. In fact, we entered last Sunday on a 7-1 run, and we went 3-1. So we're now on a 10-2 NFL run the last 3 Sundays. Not a bad time to try out the daily package, get my best bets tonight on Tuesday, or save and win consistently for the rest of 2023. Every play, every day for the rest of the calendar year for just over $7 a day with the All Sports All Access end of year special. This is how it works. Anytime this week, you can get the rest of the year for just $199. You can do it tonight on Tuesday. You can do it on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Why wait, though? It's the same price all week. So the sooner you get on board, the sooner you get more days included for free, including my strong best bets tonight on Tuesday. No promo code needed. Rest of the year for just over $7 a day. That's every football and basketball best bet that I release. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Follow me on Twitter as well at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merrill on Twitter. And I also post on Instagram. Who knew? I'm on IG. Follow me there along with Wager Talk. And stay tuned right here to Wager Talk TV for more great football and basketball preview videos coming up next.